What's up guys, I'm Chris Doughty from ARRMARC and I'm here to tell you about the 29mm LSD for the 6S vehicles. There are a few tips and tricks needed for these LSD assemblies and I'm going to run you through the details now. The 29mm LSD Diff has two different configurations you can build it with. One of them with 3-face locking action and the other one with 1-face locking action. With 3-face locking action, it gives much more resistance to slip, more resistance when you're diffing out. With 1x LSD, it is much less locking effect. There are some tricks to building this diff and I will show you those right now. So the plates that come and are installed into the diff have a rounded edge and also a sharper edge. It's important to note that the rounded edge is always towards the inside of the diff, so it's away from the outdrive, so basically towards the center of the diff here. So starting with the assembled diff case here, I like to line up the cross pin with the two holes for the screw bosses. We always want the smooth edge side to be towards the inside of the diff. So I'm going to drop in the first star plate now. This will be a 3x LSD setup. So what I do now is just rotate the pin, tap on the diff case to make sure everything sits down nicely. The second plate to be put in is the circular plate. Again, smooth side or sharp side. Drop that in there. It doesn't normally go in nice straight away, but you can rotate the pin and tap on the diff case to make it fall into place. And then we finish off with the top star shim here. Again, smooth side upwards in this case. Dropping it in there. And then what I do is I rotate the pin so it's in the middle of the cross section. And then taking the diff gear, you can see the cross pattern on the back. I align the cross pattern with the diff pin, just drop it in there and then just use my finger to tap it down. And there we go. Just applying some pressure with my finger and then rotating the outdrive, and you can see that the gear is flush with the end of the output shaft. For this particular instruction video, I'm going to build the diff dry. This is where you would normally fill oil. Please refer to our build instructions for the oil filling process. For this explanation video, the diff will be built dry. This is where you would then put in cross shafts and gears. In this instance, I will just install this full assembly like so. Again, just using my finger and rotating the diff to seat it into the diff properly. This is the part where you would perhaps top up some more oil just to get the oil level right. And this is the part of the operation where it may differ to a normal differential build. With the cross shafts and the spider gears in like this, I then sit the top gear in, and again just rotating the gears inside so that the diff falls into place and is the correct mesh. I like to align the slot with the two screw holes there. In this instance, we're building the 3 locking setup. Again, with the smooth and the rough side, we want the smooth side to be facing into the diff, so it'll be smooth side downwards, using to get the plate to lock in. You can see there it's nicely locked. Now for the circular shim, again smooth side is into the diff, and then finally the star shim, again smooth side into the diff here, using it just to lock itself into the diff case there. A good thing to do is just to apply a little bit of pressure with your fingers and just move the diff a little bit, just so it gets everything seated nicely. And there we go, it can be a little sticky. What I like to do as well is to align the slots with the bolt holes there to allow me to line up the pin much better. And then you will have your gear side align the pin with the cross bolts as well, which allows me to close the diff easily, aligning the bolt holes closed like so. And then we simply screw the diff together as a normal diff. When screwing the diff together, I do it up in a cross pattern, starting with the first screw, going across to the second screw on the opposite side, just checking the diff action is good, all the plates seem nicely aligned, and then the third screw, and then finally the fourth screw. There we go, diff action feels good. Normally I'll get a hand tool driver and just do them up in a cross pattern form just to get the diff finalized. So start with that one, across to the second screw, then the third screw, and then the fourth screw, so they are nice and snug. And that's it, your diff is assembled.
ARRMA RC, designed fast, designed tough.